Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today I have two drinks that I got when I was on my trip in Canada. I will tell you more about that coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today where I go over everyday energy for everyday people. It is primarily energy drink reviews, but occasionally I'll do a caffeinated product as well as caffeine safety videos. And I post those every Tuesday night and one on the weekends. And in today's video, I got a couple of drinks from Canada for you guys. That's right, I just came back from a trip, had a vacation finally. After so long, it feels like forever between vacations. And that vacation was on the Holland America Cruise Line. It was a New England cruise that left from Boston, went all the way up to Quebec City in Canada. And if you guys are interested in any details of that trip or the entire trip, I actually did some videos going through almost every single day, and I will include a playlist at the end of this video in case you guys want to check out my vacation and see what other drinks I found or see what limitations Canada has. But I definitely think you'll find it interesting unless you hate cruise ships and people's vacation videos. But finally we hit Quebec City, and although it is also a very touristy area, we were able to find a convenience store called Couche-Tard, I think it was. I'll put the logo on the screen there so you can see what it is in case I pronounce it wrong or it's the wrong store altogether. But they actually had a lot of drinks, and I do actually believe I posted in the video a video of their refrigerators showing you the drinks, or I took pictures to show you what they had. And two of the drinks that they had that I had to pick up for you guys are the ones that I'm reviewing for you today. And let's jump right into them. The first one up is just called Energy. And of course I'll put pictures of the can when I'm tasting it out as well. But this actually says Beach Day Every Day on the side here, and then Energy. So I'm not sure if the brand is Beach Day. I don't think it is. But then the flavor is actually Berry Beach. So my best guess is this is going to be some kind of a blue raspberry flavor. And let's go over those numbers for you. You're going to be looking at 160 calories, 40 carbohydrates coming from 40 grams of sugar, only 20 grams of sodium, and 0 milligrams of potassium. Now, I'm not sure why they put the 0 milligrams of potassium, because they also don't have any B vitamins or C vitamins or anything listed. So why bother putting potassium? Must be Canada regulations. You have to tell people how much potassium is in there. But what's interesting is that even though they're calling it energy, when it comes to rules and regulations, and there are no rules and regulations, when it comes to the standard definition of an energy drink, your drink has to have something in addition to caffeine to help promote energy. In like 99% of the cases, it tends to be B vitamins. So if you have B vitamins in your drink and caffeine, then you can be considered an energy drink. This doesn't really have anything else unless you want to consider your sugar to be a source of energy, which obviously sugar does cause energy. That's why parents don't want their kids having soda, because it's full of sugar, and then you get the sugar crash, and then the sugar turns to carbohydrates, or carbohydrates turn to energy. So I guess by definition you can still call this an energy drink, but in most cases you're used to seeing some B vitamins. Therefore you say, well, what am I going to get out of this drink? How is this not just a glorified soda? I don't really see anything in here that would be good for you. Oh wait, I do see that it has spirulina extract. If you guys know anything about spirulina, spirulina is extremely healthy, but it is low on the list, and it actually says in parentheses color. So they're just using like a little bit of spirulina in there to give it some color. But overall, all you guys care about is the 160 milligrams of caffeine at that standard 10 milligrams per ounce. And as long as you guys get your caffeine, and those of you who like sugar, get your sugar fix. The only thing you care about is, does it taste good? Let's taste it out. If you guys missed my jet fuel on Tuesday, practicing a new pour, we're going to retry it today. Wish me luck. I'm going a little slower, but it's working. One more. There we go. I'll have to speed it up on the next one, but there we go. That was the pendulum. Yeah, I don't really know if that's a real pour or not. I'm just making these up as I go. I should probably look up what bars and bartenders do for pours. There's no way I'm going to be spinning these things around, though. They're not bottles. And we got a light blue color here. Yeah, very, very light blue. And I thought it might have been maybe light green because of the spirulina being usually spirulina is green, but maybe the extract is just a little bit blue. And I don't actually see any other, it doesn't say anything else in here for color. And let's talk about this for a second. They're not using any artificial colors. It doesn't say anything about artificial flavors. It just says natural flavors. And it's actually using cane sugar. And a lot of people consider cane sugar to be one of the healthier kinds of sugars. It's more organic. So some people might say, well, this has healthier ingredients in it, but let's face it, when you got 40 grams of sugar, no one's calling you a healthy energy drink. No way, no how. But not as bad as some of the other ingredients in other energy drinks. Let's see how it tastes when we taste it out. Huh. Interesting. For your carbonation, dare I say it, I haven't said this in many videos, but it is like low to medium, and that's odd because there haven't been many energy drinks that are low to medium, and I'm trying to see in my head from the flavor if it's tasting like a little bit flat because, you know, I had it in my luggage, came all the way from Canada, did it get shaken up a lot, and I don't really think it has. I think it just naturally has a little bit of a lighter carbonation to it, which I'm a fan of, but definitely let me know in the comments down below if you've had this and you're like, oh no, this is supposed to be like super carbonated. For your sweetness, I do think it is medium to high. It's closing in on high. It's right there. It hasn't hit that high mark just yet, and with 40 grams of sugar, you would hope that it would hit that mark, but maybe all the other energy drink companies like Monster, Rockstar, and stuff like that, they put like 52 grams of sugar, and then just to give it that extra little bit, they add like sucralose to push it over the edge. So maybe 40 grams of sugar isn't overly sweet, but it's giving you a nice sweetness because when we look at the flavor profile, it is a medium to high flavor profile, also closing in on high. But overall, as an entire drink, with it not being super strong in flavor and not being super strong in sweetness and that lower carbonation, you're getting a really nice and refreshing drink out of here. And they call it a beach day, and I really think it is good for a beach day. It is light, it is refreshing, it is good. I can imagine being on the beach drinking this, and I can also imagine drinking it in the wintertime when I want to imagine I'm on a beach drinking it because it's a very refreshing flavor. That blue raspberry flavor is a very standard blue raspberry flavor. You drink it, you know that it's blue raspberry, but there is not any standard energy drink taste to it. So there's not and you guys, hopefully you know what I mean by standard energy drink. For most of your standard companies, that original energy drink flavor, like either a Red Bull or a Monster, depending on which way you go. And then you have companies that make generic forms of that and it tastes generic. This doesn't go either way with that, so I'm just throwing that out there. It doesn't taste like an original flavor. It is actually a berry flavor without any of the standard energy drink flavor. It's really its own drink, and it's a nice refreshing blue ras flavor. If anything, it seems like it reminded me of just a touch of like a blue raspberry juice flavor that has a little bit of carbonation to it, and a really good blue raspberry juice flavor. So where's it going to be on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Caffeine Man rating chart is very competitive for blue raspberry. It's a very common flavor, and even though it's not like super solid punch in the face blue raspberry, you don't have to be super solid, super high sweetness flavor profile to go high on the Caffeine Man rating chart. You just have to be like a really good flavor and impressive, and I think they really went a different way with this flavor. So I'm going to give this a 9.2, and that might not be topping the list or anything like that, but just in general, a 9.2 is a great score For a great drink, I think they did a really solid job with it, and I think it is a bit different from your other blue razzes on the market because it's really giving you a light, refreshing flavor. If you're someone who likes strong, potent punches of flavor and high carbonation, it's not going to be for you. But if you're in Canada and want a good blue raspberry, I think you should try out Énergie or Beach Day Énergie. Move on to the next one. Next one up is going to be Octane. This is the sour melon flavor. This one has 170 calories in it, 46 carbs coming from 46 grams of sugar, only 15 milligrams of sodium, and unlike the other one, since this is a completely different company, they are giving you 1% your daily value of potassium, but 250% of your B6, and 200% your daily value of B12. This can does have 166 milligrams of caffeine, so giving you 6 more milligrams than other companies, but it does also have some other ingredients in there, such as ginseng, 2,000 milligrams of taurine, and 10 milligrams of guarana. And although I'm specifying those ingredients in this drink, that's kind of comparing it to the other drink that didn't really have much in it, but those ingredients in here are similar to what you're going to get in Monster and other energy drinks. Some of the other standard energy drinks have taken out taurine, or they might not have guarana, but those 3 ingredients are mixed in between a lot of other energy drink companies as well, so they are somewhat commonplace. Let's taste it out. We're going to go for a slightly faster pendulum. The thing is, I'm off to the side and I'm trying to go this way, so I'm gonna center myself for this pendulum. That's what the problem is. That's right. I'm gonna master this. Oh, there we go. Pendulum right there for you. Ooh, almost overfilled it too. I was going so fast. Boom! We got a light green or a lime. We got a lime green color. Woo! Look at that. And we're gonna put this down. And we're going to move back to the proper area. Now I know, guys, that's the trick. You guys ever trying to do the pendulum, now you know. Part of that green color is coming to you by Brilliant Blue. So it says on the can. I'm not drinking all this either, unless it's really good. Sour melon, though. Not many melons in the U.S., just throwing that out there. I think there's only been like 2 companies that have done melon flavors. I know Uptime had a really good melon flavor, and I can't remember any of the other ones. I think it might have been something like G Fuel, and because they didn't put melon in the name, I can't remember it. But once again, there have been like 2 or 3 different melon flavors, or something that had melon mixed in. This one is just sour melon straight up. Let's taste it out. No. No, thank you. No. Carbonation is, I would say, medium, so it's not too strong carbonation. Sweetness, you know, for 46 grams of sugar, they're not even close to the same sweetness as that other one that had 40. You're getting this medium sweetness out of there. Flavor profile, I would say, is a medium to high flavor profile, closing in on high, but that doesn't mean it's a good flavor. It's not good at all. It's your generic energy drink. You know, I was just talking about standard energy drinks and generic energy drinks, and this definitely has that generic fake energy drink flavor added in with something that is supposed to be like melon, and it's not even close to sour. Like, you can replace the word sour with generic melon, and it's just not good at all. So Octane, not doing it for me. Octane, who knows who the company's made by. I would say this is probably just some third-party warehouse pumping out lots of different energy drinks and putting different people's names on it. It is a product of Canada. I haven't seen this in the US. But we can definitely stop talking about it. We can definitely put it on the Caffeine Man rating chart. And I can definitely say, without a doubt, that this is probably in that, let's give it that 3.5 category, tossing it way down there. Like, there really aren't many redeeming qualities about this drink. Some of the generic energy drinks in general will sometimes get like in the 7s, maybe in the 8s, but some drinks are just so bad that definitely going to be pouring this down the drain. And like I said, if you guys don't, everyone says, oh, Caffeine Man rates everything high, and it's because you don't watch enough of my channel to know that some some drinks do get a low score. There are some in the 6s, there are some in the 5s, there are some in the 4s, and heck, there are some in the 3s and 2s as well. I think the lowest score I've ever given is like a 2.8, so this didn't hit that level of badness, but 3.5 is, yeah, you guys know, 3.5 is just terrible. Thanks a lot, Canada. I'm going to use this to get it out of my mouth. The problem is it's too light and refreshing. It's not overpowering. It's not taking over that horrible standard energy drink flavor. My goodness. So there you have it. Beach Day Energy. Yeah. Octane Energy. No. Stay away. If you guys want to know everything there is to know about my vacation from Boston to Quebec City and every place in between, as well as a couple of days in Quebec City, check out that playlist right there. And if you want to know what YouTube recommends you to watch next, you can check out that video right there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.